one thing that I done really learned about being a chosen one is you were chosen to do something great on this earth. So the fact that you were chosen, that means that a lot of times we come from broken ass families. Like, we come from families that push us to the side, don't believe in us. We have rough childhoods. And growing up in a family where I didn't really feel like I ever belonged there, it was always hard for me to express myself. And I never knew why, like, I didn't belong, or why they treated me the way they treated me, the things that I've been through, so on and so on. And then I began to realize that once I was chosen to do something great from a child, I knew that I was meant to do something magnificent. I knew I was meant to do something big, but I just didn't know what. I just didn't know the significance that it held for my future, or none of that shit. But once I identified my purpose and started walking in my calling and what I was supposed to be doing in life, I realized that I was meant to break generational curses. And when you're a generational curse breaker and you're a chosen one, you're a black sheep. You're an outcast. You pushed to the side. You don't fit in. And sad to say that your own family will hate you. They will despise you. And this type of shit will have you unmotivated. It'll have you looking at yourself, questioning yourself. Why don't these people fuck with me? Why don't these people like me? Why don't these people support me? Not knowing that these people were never meant to support you. These, like, literally, when you sign your soul contract to come back to this earth, to be who you are today, because before you came here, you yourself, your higher self, signed a soul contract and said, this is what I'm coming back to this earth to do. This is the mission that I am here to complete. This is the family I'm going to be in. These are the situations I'm going to be in. Now, you have free will, of course, but literally you signed up for this shit without even knowing that you signed up for this shit, because the tough battles is what make chosen ones stand out and different than other people. And that's okay to be different. But literally, you pick this life for yourself, because when we talking about spirituality, we talking about everything spiritual. So understand, when you pick what you were supposed to come back here and do, the mission that you were supposed to complete, you pick this family, you pick this fucked up ass, this narcissistic family. And unfortunately, you were the one that this bloodline was waiting on, because a lot of us come from families that never achieved nothing in life, never went nowhere. You know, the people is real fucked up. The family is very separated. Everybody is doing their own thing. You don't get together on, you know, holidays, whatever the case may be. Like, literally, your bloodline has been waiting for you. Your bloodline been waiting for you, because what you gonna bring to your bloodline in the generations to come after you is so vital, that what you do in this time right now is very important. So you got to make sure your steps is calculated. You got to make sure your moves is calculated when you're moving, because you're not only moving for yourself, you moving for your future kids and grandkids and cousins and all of that shit. You moving for all of these people to come after you. You literally got a whole bloodline riding on you, because you're the chosen one. You're the one that's picked out of your family to break generational curses. You're the one that's supposed to bring some type of wealth. You're the one that's supposed to bring some type of generational, you know, balance to what's going on in your family, because it has never been done before. It has never been done before. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't ones in the past that was chosen to do something great, but in the generation that you're living in right now, you were chosen. And I used to carry so much stress around on me, because I didn't understand, how is it that I'm chosen, but I continue to go through these hard battles? And that's when I began to realize that these tough battles was given to me because I can handle it. Like, everything that I lost is being replaced. All this family shit, all these people going against me, because sometimes your own family will hate you because you are you. They will hate you because they know what's inside of you. They will hate you because it wasn't given to them. They will despise you. They will be jealous of you. They will envy you because what's in the inside of you was not given to them. And that has nothing to do with you. That's not even your fault. But unfortunately, you were the one that was picked to carry out these roles. So what I need you to do is chin up, chest out. That's exactly what I need you to do. Chin up, chest out, because you were chosen to do something great. And if you're watching this video right now, I promise you, whatever you're going through in life right now, it's only gonna last for a little bit, because where you're supposed to be at in life, every challenge that you go through in life is meant to teach you something. Now, if you cannot take the lesson from everything that's going on in your life right now, you will not be able to survive the storm. So that's why you go through so many things, in order to teach you. It ain't to break you. It ain't to unmotivate you. It ain't to tear you down. Everything that you experience in your life is meant for your good. But unless you could take the good out of the bad and understand that there's a blessing in the lesson, you will never begin to grow on a conscious level, because it's all about advancing your conscious mind. It's all about tapping into your higher self. And once you begin to do these things like meditating, once you begin to do these things like grounding yourself, connecting with yourself, learning yourself, that's when you begin to unlock the power that was stored in the inside of you. Because everything that you need in order to break these generational curses, in order to carry out your mission of a chosen one, is already on the inside of you. All you have to do is unlock it. And when you begin to unlock these things, everything that you done went through your childhood, your family mess, your family drama, everything that you done been through is going to start to make sense. It won't even affect you no more. Because whether you believe it or not, you were not meant to carry these people on your back, but you were meant to break generational curses so that the same things don't continue to happen in your life. You was meant for people to look at you and say, if they did it, I can do it. If they had the will inside of them to pull themselves out of the places that I know they came from, I can accomplish the same things. So when people look at you and your family, that don't mean you got to go back and save everybody. That don't mean you got to take everybody with you. But what it does mean is, okay, now I got people looking up to me. Now I got people looking at me like I'm motivation to do something great in my life. It's okay to carry that load sometimes, but you got to be strong-willed. You got to be strong-minded. Everything that happens to you in your life happens for a reason. Nothing in your life right now is happening by mistake. Everything is already happening in divine timing, and you have to trust the process, because sometimes you're just being processed in life. It's okay. Like I said, I got family that don't fuck with me. I got people that I see in the store, see at the gas station, won't even speak to me, won't even acknowledge the fact that I'm their family, like I'm not good enough for them. But I wasn't meant to be here to be good enough for them. Because honestly, I didn't ask to come into this shit. I was chosen to be here. So since I was chosen to be here, and when I make it to where I know I'm going to make it, keep that same energy, honey. Don't speak to me then. Don't acknowledge me then. Don't call me family then. Don't call me sister then. Don't call me auntie or cousin or whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be to you. Don't call me that then. Keep that energy, because I wasn't put here to people please. I wasn't put here to make myself fit in situations where I feel like I don't belong. I was meant to stand out. I was meant to be different. I was meant to be great. Now, I recognize the shit that I had on the inside of me, and that's what makes me powerful. So I'm telling everyone to recognize the power that you have on the inside of you, and everything on the outside of you will never be able to affect you again, because you know what you hold within. And once you identify what you hold within, that's when you become powerful, chosen ones. That's when you harness that power that was put on the inside of you that's also powerful. Because listen, your light is so bright that even in the darkest places, it shines. And when you have a light that shines like that in dark places, and a lot of these family members are very dark people. They're people that was assigned here to belittle you, to break you down, to make you feel like you're lesser than. These were people that were assigned for your demise. Your own family was assigned for your demise, because, you know, they knew, the enemy knew that if I send their own family to tear them down, that's gonna unmotivate them enough to not do what they was put here to do. Just how like every superhero video or movie has a villain. And let's be real, chosen ones, the villain in our stories is our own family. It's the people that we love. These were the people that was assigned to stop us. You know, because these are the first people that we look at like they're supposed to cherish us and love us and care about us and uplift us and motivate us. And when they don't do those things, that's when we begin to get mad. That's when we begin to get sad. That's when we begin to go into depression. That's when we begin to do things that is outside of the purpose that we were put here to do. That's when we begin not to even dive deep and dig into what we're supposed to be doing. And we fall into the trend of following what they did, following the leader type shit. Because these people were sent here to destroy the mission. But you got to understand, your mind has to be stronger, and you got to see the good in every situation. Listen, I'm one of those people. I never let a good tragedy go to waste. I don't. When something bad happens in my life, I analyze everything about that situation and how it played out, and where do I go from here, and what do I do, and how do I turn. So when I encounter my family treating me a certain type of way and putting me off and saying I'm this and saying I'm that, I turn that bad situation into something good and say, okay, I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna put this content out to motivate other people, to let them know that they're not by themselves. It's thousands of us out here. Millions probably going through the same shit with the same people. But understand, many were called, but few were chosen. You can be called to do something great, but it's only a few of us that was chosen to do something great. And if you feel like you in that chosen community and you feel like you need motivation, that your family is not fucking with you, that they are against you, they're trying to break you, they're trying to tear you down, because these can be your own blood. These can be people that you look up to. I just want to let you know that you're not by yourself. And I want you to stay focused and understand the mission that you are here to complete is so vital, that you got to put all your time and your energy into it. And don't put your time and energy into shit that's not getting you closer to where you want to be and where you're supposed to be at in life. Identify your purpose, identify your gifts, and follow that shit. And it's going to follow through with what you're supposed to do. It's going to align perfectly. But don't give up, don't give in, and never let the enemy win. Understand that you are stronger, you are bigger, you are better than any situation that would ever, put itself in front of you. You are the chosen one. You are that person. So understand that. Like, I ain't editing this video out, none of that shit. It is what it is. But understand, when you're chosen to do something great, you're going to have people that's going to come up against you in order to unmotivate you to do what you're supposed to be doing. But you don't let that shit work. You understand that everything is working out for you. And no matter how bad the situation is, life is happening for you and not to you. Understand that, chosen ones. Peace and love, peace and blessings. And until next time.